Hello, Libra, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so we are in July. Oh my goodness, I feel like this year is literally flying by. It was like New Year's yesterday, but now we're in summer, so let's get a grip on things. Let's see what's going on with you guys for this month. Okay, so this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Libra, July 2018. Now this is general, so whatever falls, falls. Okay? What is going on with the sign of Libra? Okay. So the energy that we have here, guys, is the Six of Wands in the reverse. So something here that may not necessarily work out the way that you want it. You could feel like you're not having victory in something, but because of something that doesn't work out, you have a very passionate start. All right, we have a tower moment that happens here where there's going to be a huge shift, a huge change, but you go towards something that really emotionally fulfills you, okay? So let's see how all of this works out. Now, going into your past, the first card that you have is a Sun card in the reverse. So there could be something that is blocking blessings for you. Or there could be a sense of something that just comes out of nowhere that you're finding out unexpected news. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something unexpected that comes in that you feel really good about. You feel like life is changing in a much more positive way and going in your favor. Okay, but at the same time that this is happening, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, there's someone that you're not seeing eye to eye with, you know, something that's just not working for you. Maybe there's an area of your life where you don't truly feel appreciated, but you're finding balance, okay? So there are things that maybe didn't work out too well, but you're still taking a much better direction. The next card that you have here is the Hermit card. So with the Hermit card, you guys are in a place that you really just want to understand what it is you're getting yourself involved in before moving forward with it. You could be in a place where you're really just to yourself. You don't really want to go out as much. You're just really in your head a lot, okay? And it's because of a decision here that you know that you have to make. A difficult one, but you do make it. Okay, and you have the Lover's card. So maybe you were thinking about, you know, should I get with this person? Should I take on this new job? Do I want to be friends with this person? Is this going to work out in my favor? All right, but whatever this is, if there's any sense of rejection, if there's any sense of money problems, if there was any uncomfortable feeling that you had, this is helping you to get past all that. All right, now with the last card here, the High Priestess in the reverse, either there's something that you know that you're keeping to yourself, okay, or there's something that your soul is trying to tell you to be careful, but you may be trying to turn a blind eye to it. Something that maybe you don't want to face. Why is this High Priestess here in the reverse? You have the Empress card in the reverse, so something maybe that you don't want to face in regards to something that needs to end or that you can't move forward with. And the Hierophant in the reverse. So there's something here that's just unconventional. Something that's truly not meant for you. That you have to move away from, but maybe you have difficulty coming to terms with that. You know, swallowing that difficult pill to swallow. Alright? And with the Six of Swords in the reverse is because you're having a hard time letting it go. You don't want to let it go. In your present moment, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So a reconciliation that you can be having with someone from the past, or it could be either you getting into a relationship or someone around you, whether it's you or another person, that is being very selfish. Now, when it comes to, if this has nothing to do with, getting into a relationship or reconciling with someone from your past, then this is going to be kind of like a bratty energy. Think of like My Super Sweet 16, that show on MTV where, this girl gets a brown Maserati instead of a pink Maserati, and it's the end of her life. So it's that sort of energy where it's like, oh my God, somebody is draining you, or you're draining somebody. All right, and we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So someone from the past who tries to come back in, whether you guys reach out to them or they reach out to you. It could be romantic. It could be, just a friend or a family member. All right, and you have to take a step back from all of this and make the right call. With the Knight of Wands, it could be fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. All right, but you guys have to use that Libra logic, and you have to realize that although this might feel better initially, and you'll have that sense of instant gratification by letting them back in, is it going to be stable? Is this going to be the best thing for you? All right, because there's an offer here that is not genuine. Either you guys decide to stop talking to someone, or there's someone who's saying, hey, I can offer you A, B, and C, but they don't truly mean it. All right, and you have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're in a place where this is going to end up just making you feel really burnt out in a sense. You're doing so much for the situation, but you're just not getting what you want. So it's going to put you in a position where you become very stubborn because you feel like you're owed so much more, but you're not getting that. All right, so with the Page of Swords, you're going to put in your 2 cents. This is my favorite communicator of the deck because this is a no bullshit communicator. I love air signs because you guys give it how it is. My boyfriend's a Gemini, and I get so pissed off sometimes because he's just so direct with me, and sometimes I'm not ready for what he has to say. But that's why I value air signs so much, because you guys just tell it how it is. Even if it takes you a little while to get to the point where you're going to be honest and just speak your mind, when you do, it's just like, oh shit, okay, you guys really put things into perspective. All right, the last card that we have here is the Two of Cups in the reverse. So either an argument that you're having with someone, a fallout that you're having, whether it be with someone that you're intimate with or just a friend. Maybe it's you leaving a job. All right, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This could result in a loss of money. It can result in a loss of abundance. You just don't feel like yourself. Okay, but you're having a hard time moving away from this, whatever it is. So you're in a place where it's like, okay, I know that I have to move away from this, but what now? The good thing about it is that you're not just going to jump into the next thing or the next job or the next person. You're really going to strategize. Okay, what's the smartest move for me? I know how I'm feeling, but I need to put my heart to the side right now, and I need to think with my mind. Okay, so moving forward, you guys have the Moon card in the reverse. So a sense of clarity, that aha moment, any sort of secrets that came out, you're healing from it, and you know that there's just an area in your life that you couldn't expand with. You just couldn't move forward with it. You weren't going to be able to reach your highest potential with this. All right, whether it was you or someone else, there's someone being fake and dishonest. So maybe you were dealing with someone that wasn't telling you the truth about something, or maybe you were lying to yourself. Maybe you knew that something wasn't going to be good for you, but you kept, just trying to go with it, just trying to go against what your soul already knew. All right, and with the Death card in the reverse, you know that you can't move forward with this, but you're still thinking about it. But I feel like there's a sense of closure that you feel like you need. So you've moved on from something, or you're in the process of moving on from it, but there's still that sense of you're not ready to let it go 100%. Okay, so you're still kind of holding on to those last threads that connect you and whatever this is. All right. But you eventually do get to the point where you're telling yourself, okay, it's time for a new beginning, and there's, some BS here that I really have to cut out in order to have this new start in my life. And, with the Ace of Swords, this is someone that they're coming out of a time of trials and tribulations. There's a lot of uncomfortable energy that you have to cut out, but you know that you need to. All right, and you have the Five of Swords. Whether you're having conflict with someone or just a lot of inner conflict within yourself, You know that this is something that has to go. And, you know, with the King of Swords in the reverse, personally, I think it's the cruelest king in the deck. Okay? But in this case, with you guys, I feel like you get pushed to the point where you have no choice but to act in a very harsh way. Because I feel like, you know, someone just kept pressing a button and kept pressing a button and kept pressing a button. And it was a situation that just didn't feel good for you. So now you get to the point where you're saying what you need to say. It could come off really cruel. You could come off as super selfish. But it's because you were pushed to that. Okay? You gave this a chance. This isn't just something that you walked away from, you know, overnight. This is something that you were having a back and forth with, at least in your mind. Okay? So for some of you, yeah, maybe you wake up one morning and you just choose to be super malicious towards a person or a situation. For others of you, this is just a defense mechanism. This is, okay, you try to play me for a little bit too long, and I'm not going to take your shit anymore. Okay? So however it comes about, it's something that you have to do in order to protect yourself. All right? With the Three of Cups in the reverse, it could be a third-party situation within love that you're cutting out of your life. But this could also be a group of friends that you're falling out from. This could be a job that you're removing yourself from. This could be you in a place where it's like, you know what, I don't want to see anyone's face right now. Let me just stay home. Let me get some Netflix going. Let me just chill. Let me read a book. Like, I don't want to be part of this right now. So maybe you're just choosing not to go out and party and do stuff like that. But with the Temperance card here, your biggest mission here is finding balance within your soul. Why is this Three of Cups in the reverse here? The Six of Cups. All right. There's something about the past that you're thinking about that you knew wasn't going to work out. Whether it was someone who was cheating, whether it was you or, you know, a partner. But I feel like you guys are just really stuck in your head about this. And you have the Knight of Swords. So what I love, you know, no matter how hard you could have been dragged through the mud with this situation, you still know who you are at the end of all of this. And you get back to that Libra logic where it's like, this was shit. This wasn't going to work for me. So I have to cut out whatever's not working for me. So you guys use that intellect, although you're not completely over the situation. Okay? So yeah, you guys are moving away from something that is a tad bit difficult for you. But I truly feel like it's for the best. So let's get you guys some cards of advice. Okay, so there's something here that you guys are going to be very passionately angry about, or maybe someone's going to feel that way towards you, all right? But it's something that you know you need to cut out. It's something that you know you have to guard yourself from, because with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's just bringing out the worst in you, okay? If you accept any offers from someone with a situation that you know is not 100% good for you, it's going to end up, you know, not being a truthful sort of offer. It's going to be something that doesn't really stand as strongly as you thought it may have. All right, so there's something that you have to move away from. Okay, so whether it's you guys juggling people or someone in your life juggling people, or just in a sense of emotional instability that you're going through, you have to let go of it. All right, with the Three of Pentacles here, there's something that you're trying to build that I feel, you know, it's ran its course. Or it could be saying that you guys, once you end this, you have a new chapter coming in where you can actually build. So let's clarify these cards and see what direction this advice truly wants you guys to go in. Okay. Yeah, you guys are really on the defense about this, all right? You're trying to work with it. Maybe you're trying to build with it. Someone's trying to build with you. I just don't see it working. All right, Eight of Wands in the reverse. You have to stop putting action into this. You have to stop feeding into it. You might be very unhappy that it has to end. But the beautiful thing about the Death card, you know, I don't ever want you guys to look at this as a negative thing. Every time I see the Death card, especially, you know, when I read myself, I'm happy, because it's like, okay, something needs to end, but something new is coming in. You know, it's like a snake shedding their skin, letting go of something old, but there's still something there to replace it. There's still something positive that comes in. You know, you have that white horse that comes in right after you let this thing go, but things just really would have hit the fan. So I feel like this month you guys are really dealing with maybe some harsh truths, maybe something that was bringing out the worst in you. But whether you were being negative towards this, or there was somebody else that was kind of the catalyst to this problem, the only thing that you have to look at when you take a stance back from all of this is, I'm just not myself when I'm around this. Whether it's you guys causing harm, someone else causing harm, or you guys harming one another, you have to keep that in mind. You know, this is bringing out a lot of bad qualities in me. This is something that's, you know, not helping me to be the person that I know I can be. Okay? So sometimes we're at low points in our lives and we attract very negative energies because of that. But if you guys want better for yourself, it has to start with you. So, you know, is there anything that you did that added to this problem? Is there anything that you did that you could have changed to avoid the problem? All right, so look in the mirror, you know, turn anything around that you have to, and use that Libra logic that you guys have, okay? So honestly, I just see a huge need for readjustment, okay? And I think I told you guys in the June reading that I did for you that I do that often, you know, and I did that recently, where there's just things in your life that you don't like, and it's just, it's time to shed it. You have to do some house cleaning, because, you know, this is just not working. So don't be afraid to do spring cleaning or summer cleaning, all right? Don't be afraid to let go of things that are causing a lot of detriments in your life, all right? So Libra, I love you guys so much. The next readings I will have out for you guys is love. So if you guys would like your own personal reading, I will leave everything in the description below. Take care, guys, and good luck with this.